Welcome to Ellie Goldsmith's Inspired Flow. We are now after the festival of Sukkot in Israel. That's a very big transition from the summer to the winter. Interesting that it is boiling hot. It's not cold at all. We, in the Jewish people, we start praying at this point. Mashiv Aruach Marina Geshem. The winds come up, the rain comes down. It's a transition point in generally, every year it starts to get colder, even a bit of rain possibly, but this is like another world in terms of climate. And I'm not going to go to any political discussion or science discussion about the situation with the heat. My tendency is more spiritual and inner and self-development rather than external. But it's just saying to me something right now, like the vibe around me. I'm walking the streets of Jerusalem as I'm speaking, and I'm seeing the flow is that after such an uplifting holiday that we have and we share and we experience together, we then have the opportunity to really internalize. And you know, when it's boiling hot, you just want to stay inside, you know, unless you're like by the beach or something. And me personally, I've got a lot of work to do these next week and few days before flying off to Toronto and beginning the Emunah Tour experience. It's going to keep me busy. I doubt I will have many opportunities to make any videos, but I will have the opportunity to, one moment, to do some developmental stuff. Hello? 1 minute. Just giving something to someone. Scott. And that's part of the journey. Thank you. Take it home. Let's go. Okay. So now that was unexpected. I just dropped something off somewhere random and needed someone to be there, and they were literally as I needed it. So everything once again is flowing in the right direction. So it's going to be a 2.5 week trip. Flow, and I do believe it's going to be much colder than it is right now. But the heat that I'm experiencing gives a few opportunities. One, you can turn on the mazgan, the air conditioning, which is always a kind thing to do for the family, whether you're there or not. You can cool down. Two, trying to think about the bills coming up. You know, you just had a holiday experience. There's always that transition from holiday to real life, or really the real life maybe is the holiday, but the idea of going back to the grind of work. Obviously we want to do it on a higher level now, more inspiration, more inspired, more focused, but we have the power to now focus on, you know, like we're working, we're making things happen, but it's about reminding yourself that we're not in control. And whether, even if there's a regular flow, it doesn't have to go that way. And we think it's going to be a certain way. For example, the shops start selling winter clothes already way before this time, and then that means all the kids and everyone's dressed up in more wintry style clothes because that's the anticipation, and instead it's boiling hot, like you want to be wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. So it gives you the opportunity to be flexible and change your flow and fashion and everything you're doing. I mean, my friend right now put out a beanie in a startup company, you know, the Shtetl, and it's going to come out soon. So in America, probably like we're coming to in another week or two, it's going to be cold, so then a beanie would be great. In Israel, beanie would be no use at all right now. So people's minds won't be on beanies, they'll be on baseball caps or other kinds of alleviation of the heat. So remember, the point is you got to do what you do, and our market anyways in America, so hopefully it'll be good. But the flow of a business, of everything you're doing, is we're not in control. That's one of the big things we learned from Sukkot, from the festival we just went through. We're not in control. There is a time in Sukkot, there is a place, there is a certain focus, a flow. But the key is, like Tom Billy is saying, You don't always have to be in your comfort zone. You can push forward in a place that's a challenge and difficult. And that challenge and difficult place is how you grow, is how you change. And not to be scared of that. And that's also a big transition point right now, because when you go through changes and you have to travel for a few weeks, be on the road, there's a lot of opportunity to grow rather than giving into anxiety of how it's going to work out. There's an opportunity to allow yourself to grow, to enjoy the experience. Like a friend said to me, enjoy the trip. And that's true. You have to have a lot of strength and focus on the inner core values and not on what's going on around and around. And Tom Billy himself said he's not afraid to fail. He's not afraid to be embarrassed. You know, I feel like my boss wants us, like, no matter what, successful trip, but that's not reality. Reality is it will be what it will be. I'm sure he knows that, but it's not what he expresses. I understand he has his goals. I have my goals also, but the ultimate goal is to live a fulfilled life, become a better person. So in my overall value system, I'm not worried what's going to be. I'm just wanting to do what I need to do as a person so that my flow and my focus is on. I'm doing what I need to do, and that will be the success. Because that's what I can do. That's what I can do. Someone's asking me for something, but I don't really understand. So we're going to end this flow. We don't always know what's going to hit us, but we can go. And that's a cool way to cool off this heat. I wish you a beautiful winter, healthy winter. It doesn't feel like it, but it's autumn, but the fall, as they say in America. But let the fall be good. Let it lead us towards the right way. And then we can get ready for a lit up winter with warmth. Hanukkah comes, reminds us the miracles that are ahead of us and all the good that's going to be in our life. And to believe in it, trust in it, trust in ourselves, believe in ourselves, and go ahead.